Jazakallahu khairan. Thank you, Zain. Please help me welcome to the stage Spojmie Nasiri. She is a local immigration attorney and the president of the CAIR San Francisco Bay Area Executive Committee. Spojmie Nasiri.
Assalamu alaikum, family, friends, and distinguished guests. On behalf of the San Francisco Bay Area CAIR office, I would like to welcome you this evening to the 22nd anniversary dinner. This year's banquet's theme, Advancing Justice, Challenging Hate, reflects CAIR's work in combating Islamophobia while at the same time fighting back anti-Islamic rhetoric. We are living in a time like no other in American history, where we have an American Republican candidate running for office and whose platform is to ban all Muslims from the United States. This hateful rhetoric has created and jeopardized the safety of Muslims throughout the United States and the Bay Area. As the largest American Muslim grassroots organization, CAIR has continued to fight against Islamophobic rhetoric while at the same time combating anti-Islamic discrimination throughout the Bay Area and throughout the greater United States. Alhamdulillah, 2016 has been a very busy year for the CAIR-SFBA family. This year, amongst the staff, executive committee, and the team of volunteers, we have committed our time and efforts to many events throughout the Bay Area. Many of you have seen us tabling at your local mosques, Jummah prayers, Ramadan outreach, and throughout the community. Over the course of the last year, we have assisted over 175 individuals with free legal services, from hate crimes to FBI visits, employment discrimination, and school bullying throughout the schools in the Bay Area. In addition, we have mobilized over 300 Muslims for the annual Muslim Day at the Capitol, where we had the opportunity to meet over 90 legislative officials and to advocate for legislative priorities that directly impact Muslim Americans in the Bay Area and across California. Furthermore, we graduated over 45 students from our Muslim Game Changers Network. This was a 12-course program held at the Sabah Center, which allowed civic engagement opportunities for our young youth. Furthermore, we worked with media in more than 80 outlets, and this provided opportunity for us to discuss civil liberties impacting Muslim Americans, and at the same time, fighting against Islamophobia throughout the Bay Area and across the nation. We also launched the large-scale mobilization campaign to reach thousands of American Muslim voters this year alone, including grassroots work, weekly outreach at the masjids, and also at the local community centers. Furthermore, we hosted over 6 candidates forums in various regions throughout the Bay Area, which allowed for the Muslim community to interact with local officials and to advocate for policies that directly impact Muslims in the community. Last but not least, CAIR produced the 2016 voter guide, which many of you have or have seen outside. These voter guides provide congressional scoreboards, state legislative scoreboard, and proposition guide. The voter guides are CAIR's effort to educate, register, and mobilize Muslim voters of California. To date, thanks to Mr. Trump and his anti-Muslim rhetoric, over 300,000 American Muslims have registered to vote nationwide, which is a 36% increase since last election. With this continued support from the community throughout the Bay Area, we will continue to expand our services and to hire more staff and to combat the excessive amount of anti-Muslim incidents occurring throughout the Bay Area. With your support, SFBA CAIR looks forward to continuing our commitment to increasing Muslim voter engagement beyond this election and serving more community members with civil rights and youth involvement in civic engagement. Thank you for all those who have made this evening a success. First and foremost, our CAIR staff that you see around you, including Zahra Bilu, Amin Abid, Lucy Porras, Samina Usman, Saba Maher, Lira Azim, and Zoha Raza. In addition, I would like to personally extend my gratitude and thank you to my board, which includes Iha Badr, our Vice President and Secretary, Alia Abdu, our secretary, and the rest of the board, including Maliha Haq, Musa Bataris, Patricio Pace, Rami Al-Kanawi, Adil Syed, and Abdul Hamid Ibrahim, which you see all around inside and outside of the conference. It's important to not only recognize those who are doing the work today, but to also acknowledge those who built the foundation that enabled the current version of SFBA to exist and to be where it is at. It was much tougher in the 1990s to do CAIR's work. However, past CAIR staff, board members, and countless volunteers had a vision, were dedicated, and were willing to work hard to defend the rights of Muslim Americans. Alhamdulillah, their persistence and focus enabled us to grow, foster support, and to start to make an impact and build a momentum which continues after 22 years, over the past 22 years. I apologize in advance if I'm not able to name everyone, but I would like a minute to acknowledge some of those in the audiences that may be here, including Omar Ahmed, Abdul Rahman Barashki, Faoud Kitab, Hasib Rizvi, Mahmoud Musba, and Sister Malika Khan. And I would like to take a moment and thank you sincerely for your efforts on behalf of CAIR. In addition, I'm honored to have 3 of our past CAIR presidents here in the audience with us tonight, including Brother Shafat Syed, Sister Safa Ibrahim, and Brother Athar Siddiqui. If you are here, we would like to thank our distinguished guests, countless volunteers that you see around you, and most importantly, we would like to thank our families for their everlasting support and as we continue our work on behalf of the Muslim community. Your attendance and participation is a testament to the work that CAIR continues to do and strives to do. Inshallah, you will not only enjoy this evening, but you will be inspired by CAIR's work and continue to support our services. Thank you, and may Allah bless you.
We are honored to welcome the Mayor of San Jose, Mr. Sam Liccardo, who has served in the capacity since November 2014. His address will be followed by the Maghrib Adan, and the prayer will immediately follow in Exhibit Hall A. After prayer, dinner will be served, so please return promptly for dinner service to commence. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Sam Liccardo.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. So are the words of the great Martin Luther King Jr. To those words, a friend, Labor Secretary Thomas Perez, adds, the arc may bend toward justice, but it doesn't bend itself. That, of course, is why we are here today. I am joined, I know, by several colleagues. I believe Councilmember Ashkara is in the audience. I'm going to ask him to join me on stage. I believe that Councilmember-elect Lan Diep as well, as we present a commendation. But I wanted to thank each of you, and I want to thank Sarah Balou, as well as each of the volunteers, the staff members, the supporters, the donors of CAIR. The work you are doing is so critically important. I have never taken to heart those words that the arc of the moral universe does not bend itself more than I have over the last year. Our own CAIR office here in Santa Clara County suffered a terrorist scare from anthrax. We have seen just recently in the New York Times published a UC Santa Barbara study indicating that hate crimes against American Muslims have increased 78% in 2015, more than any other time in the post-9/11 era. And as was mentioned earlier, and I never thought I'd be saying this in my lifetime, in 2016, that a major party has nominated a candidate for US president who actually advocates the exclusion of Muslims from immigrating to the United States and proposes the preposterous idea of creating a registry for American Muslims. Truly, The arc of the moral universe is long, and yes, it bends toward justice, but we have much, much more work to do. And for that reason, I am so grateful for the extraordinary work of CAIR. And I want you to know, certainly the city of San Jose, and I know I stand here with many other public servants throughout the valley, that we stand together with you as we push to renew our commitment to American principles of equality and freedom, and to renew, thank you, and to reclaim our American values from those who choose hate. It is for, we know some in this country, a call to arms, but for us, it is a call to hearts. And for that reason, we know that with you, with us, together united, we can prevail over those who choose hate. I wanted to invite Zara Ballou to the stage, along with Councilmember Kalra, and any other colleagues who might be in the audience, forgive me, as we present this commendation on behalf of the 1 million people in the city of San Jose, to thank CAIR for standing up for American values and principles here in our time. Thank you.